Hello, it's Boy Tommy here. About to do a Yap video for the first time. Not really good at these, so bear with me. But doing some Void Burn strikes. So here's what I got rocking. Two Machelches, two to the Mug, onto Dust, with hopefully special weapons on here. And then it's gonna be yapping for a bit. So this video is my journey with Destiny. Um, but I wanted to share this for a minute because you know just wanted to talk about Destiny for a second. But y'all just start from the beginning. So before Destiny, I was a GTA 5 player. I was pretty good at it. Oh god, I'm gonna go fuck now. Basically, I played GTA 5 for like a long time, like since I was like 10, and then I think like I got PS5 back in like Christmas of like 2025, and then started playing again. I remember like GTA 5, LFG was going nuts back in the day, like a while back. I remember I was going crazy on that shit. Oh my god, bro, get Beaver. Fucking was stupid as fuck. But I mean, let's try again. Let's try again. Basically, though, like, I started playing GTA 5 a lot, and then was kind of I played GTA 5 from like Christmas till like late January, and then even into February a bit. I still play it now and then, but like not as much because Destiny is my main game now. But I remember one day I was just chilling, and I was putting like the LFG. I was like looking for someone to play with and chill with, and then there's be a lot of glaze, but it glaze the fuck out of this person. But Lisan responded to my post, for those who know who that is, and played GTA 5 that night. We just like yapped a bit, played some heists. I remember one of the things he told me about. I think Destiny 2 came up somehow, and then Lisan started talking about Destiny 2, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, I played Destiny when I was a kid, so I was like interested. And then he also said to Lisan, I said, Lisan, we should play like other games too. And he said like, you should try Elden Ring, and so I tried it, and I hated it. But then another game he wanted me to try was actually Destiny. So I said I watched him play one night. Like he was doing some raids, Fall of Glass specifically, and dude, they were playing that. And then I was like watching it, and I was digging it. So then what happened was I was like I'll get this game, and it's only like $20. It's for the whole game, all DLCs and everything. So I ended up copping it and downloading it that night. And then the next day, Lisan joined my party, and then I made my first character. And I said, what character should I make? He said you should make a Titan, which is the truth. And made a Titan. My first ever character was a Titan. I grinded the fuck out of that Titan and basically did the story. I'm not gonna bore you with like details, but basically I just played the story, and had some other friends that I played with, and it was really fun, honestly. And I remember like what I really got into it though was like I had another friend on GTA 5 who also played Destiny, and he hit me up. He was like, "Yeah, we should definitely play like a raid." I was like 330 light, and I was like, "Dude, like I cannot be playing a raid right now. Like I have not enough high light level." He said we should just do like the easy difficulties. So I think that night we did like a level 26 Vogue, and I was like, "All right." But the thing that really got me intrigued was we did a 310 King's Fall, like a 310 light King's Fall at night, and like bro, that shit was so fun. It was like so fun, bro. I had so much fun. And like after that King's Fall, I was hooked instantly, bro. I was hooked on the game already from that point. So basically, after I did King's Fall, I was like, dude, I gotta start doing some other raids. You know what I mean? So um, I hit Lee Sun up. One day he just took me and he said, "We're gonna do strikes to your 350, then run a Wrath." And I was like, dude, that's lit. So I ended up doing strikes for like 2 hours straight. I was like way under lights, I was just getting carried by him. And then um, I ended up doing I ended up doing Wrath with like a couple of his friends. I'm not gonna name drop because I'm not trying to like I didn't really ask their permission to talk about them, so I'm not gonna. Oh god, bro, this is so hard. This Void Burn. Basically, what happened was I did a Wrath that night, and like I fell in love. I was like 366 light. So then the next day, I was like, dude, let's do a hard mode Wrath, and like I ended up doing like 366 light, doing a freaking 380 Wrath. I posted the LFG looking for 5 Wrath, people joined, but it was like for some reason like I took the leading. I don't know why I started leading. Like I should not have been leading at that point. Like leading the raid and stuff, and like I thought that since I already did it on 370, I thought I knew what I was talking about, but like no, you don't. and then I ended up just people kept leaving a lot. Like people kept like left, and I had to find new people. But then eventually Lee San got on, thankfully. And then whenever Lee San got on, bro, I was like so hyped because like I got him in, the raid, and we completed Wrath like the next day somehow. Don't even remember that raid entirely. I just remember like being a Vosik and like people just leaving on repeat, and it was kind of typical for LOG. Oh god, bro. But basically, like after that, I think I did like the same day. I think I did like I was like 370 or something like that, and I did like a 390 Vog. Like I was getting taught as well. And then at some point, I did like Crota. Also, I forgot to mention this. Also, so basically, before I even did any of those raids, I remember like someone, I think Lisan, took me through a flawless raider on level 30 Crota. So like, I remember like I got flawless raider. Like my first ever like trophy was like one of my first trophies was flawless raider because Lisan like just did a biscuit, did bridge PDR, then he basically did everything in the raid, and I got flawless raider. And I remember like watching him do that, and I was like, bro, I want to do that myself. Like I just like the spark. Like I knew I wanted to do it myself. So then I think that's pretty much like the start of it, and then did like a bunch of raids, and then okay, I'll skip ahead a little bit to like not say every single detail, but like I guess what happened next was I ended up I remember one time I asked Lisa, I would glaze the fuck out of him because he's like the goat, by the way, but I hit him up. I was like, bro, you should teach me how to like sword fly on Crota. So like, I remember what happened once. He did level 30 Crota. He did a biscuit, like the breach, and then after he did breach, he ended up just like teaching me it, and it was pretty lit. And I learned how to do it, and I was able to do it consistently. And I remember like the next time I did a Crota, like someone asked, can someone sword fly, and I said yes. And I sword flew, and it was like so lit, and then it's so awesome. So the next thing I want to bring up also, so there's another thing that happened. So one of Lisan's friends and another one of their friends really like doing Wrath a lot. So I remember one time like, I joined the party because it was open, and I asked them what they were doing, right? And they said they were doing dual Wrath. And I remember like that they were doing dual Wrath. I was like, how the hell do you even do that, right? So I was like really confused. I was like, how do you do dual Wrath? That's insane. That's insane. And then like she said that they do triple bomb, triple cannon, stuff like that. And then I even remember I said next time you do that, you should totally invite me so I can watch. So then I think the next time they did like a dual Wrath, it was like with her, another guy, and I'm not gonna name because I'm not gonna name drop. But like they ended up, they did like I watched the whole thing. It was pretty good, and like I remember I was like pretty hyped about it. So then here's what really, really helped out. So I think around that time I came across Curtis Cake, right? And Curtis Cake is like really good for like learning that stuff. So I watched a lot of his credit content, and I watched a lot of his like other content. But then one video stuck out. It was called "How to Do Dual Wrath of the Machine." It was like a tutorial. I think I watched it at least like 20 times by now. And like, dude, I remember like the next after I watched it once, I hit like my friend up. I was like, dude, we should totally do this. And like we literally like what happened next was like we literally like just tried it. Took us like 20 minutes to do entrance, and then after entrance we like got to Vosik phase 2, and it was like, oh my god, it was so stressful, and like we didn't even get to damage. Like we didn't even get to damage. I don't even think we even threw a bomb. And you're just dying so quickly, but then like I remember like I was like really wanting to do it though. So then I was like, damn, I want to like get better at this so I can. So not so long after that, after I saved the Vosik phase 2 checkpoint, it's not so long after that I had the checkpoint, and then I think like the next day or 2 days after that, there's this other guy that I met, and then this other Spanish guy that I met who didn't speak English at all. And then like we just did like a trio wrath after that. Like he did trio wrath. My first trio wrath was that, and like this guy wasn't even in the party. He didn't even speak English. Like it was kind of he was really good though. Oh god, please don't kill me. He was really good at the game, and then after that, I think like I didn't really count that one because like I was getting carried. Like I was doing single bomb in phase 1 and 2. I was doing single bomb, not double bomb or triple cannon, and then. But after that though, I think like I did my actual like first, not my first, but like when my first like real trio was like later that month, back in March of 2026. I think late March. Oh god, bro. I think it was like something like late March 2026. I did my first like trio route where I wasn't getting carried, And then I also did another trio wrath with like the people who did the duo, but I don't count that either because I was getting carried and stuff. So it's like how much of it counts compared to being carried. So basically, um, after I did my first duo trio, it was like took like a long ass time, and we got it done though. And then I think after that, it was like no Lomance for a while. I think around that time though, I think I did I think it was around like maybe May. Did my first solo Crota on Warlock, and I didn't have PDR yet, so I did it on Warlock, 'cause I didn't have PDR, and like it was so hard, like it was so hard to do, but I ended up doing it. And I think like also around that time, I ended up like being bored one day, and I was like, dude, let me just get better at solo Crota. So I ended up like doing like 5 solo Crotas in like one day. Like I just ran it on repeat because no one was online, and I had so much fun doing it. And then I think around that time also, I think I was doing Trio Wrath pretty regularly because I found I'm a person. I'm a shout him out. I found Grim Venom Reaver, and like he like I really like playing with him because we like doing Wrath together. He doesn't like it anymore though, but we ended up like just doing a bunch of trios and stuff. And then eventually got to the point where you're just like trioing with anybody. So we would go into Discord, like last Destiny City Discord, and we just like ask people who like want to get taught Wrath, and we teach them Wrath trio, and then we just carry them. And I think like once I started carrying people on trio Wrath, I became like available to actually like run a duo. So then I actually ended up attempting a duo with somebody else, and we ended up getting to phase 1, but like the phase 1 was hard because like I didn't know doubles and he didn't know doubles, and we both didn't know cannon glitch, so it was kind of hard. And we ended up just getting a third to jump in, and then we did phase 2 duo. So we did like the entire raid. Basically did the entire raid like duo besides phase 1 Axis. And then I think like not even a month later than that, I think not even a month, but not even too long after that, I met this guy. I mean, I'm a name drop. He's a cool guy in my opinion, but not in my opinion he's a cool guy. But I met this guy named No Bugatti, and then I remember like we did like a trio Wrath one day because like I was bored. Me and my friend Graham were looking for a third, right? So he said, I'm looking for one trio Wrath and stuff. And then Bugatti joined, and then we did a trio Wrath, and it was pretty fun. And then Bugatti was just on my friends list, and then Bugatti's very important because he kind of drew me in to the next part of my Destiny journey a little bit, and so another guy did too. And then basically though what happened was I remember like I hit him up one time asking to do a duo Wrath, or he hit me up or something. And then we ended up doing like my first duo was like an hour 40 with him. That's my first duo was with him, like full completion. And it was pretty fun, honestly. Like, I had a lot of fun. And then once I completed that for the first time, then I learned about cannon glitch, and then it's pretty much over once I learned cannon glitch. Once I learned how to do cannon glitch, like fucking duo Wrath was like in my hands pretty easily. So I think after that, I met some other people, and I did a duo Wrath with another guy, and it was his first, but it was my second duo Wrath full completion. And then I remember like we got to phase 1 just like before, except we were struggling super hard. So the problem was we just couldn't get the bombs in time. So what we did was I said, let's both do cannon glitch, and then just both take down bombs, and then throw bombs after we take it down. And then that just wasn't working. And then we would try for like 30 minutes, and then give up. And then I remember I thought to myself, I said, the cannon is not the issue, it's the bombs that's the issue. So then I said, hey, let me do triple cannon by myself, okay? And then I'll just do cannon glitch, and you just focus entirely on bombs. And then we also developed a lot of strategies like in Duo Wrath that I still use to this day. So like in every encounter in the raid, we developed a lot of strategies like that we made together, and then I used to use them every single time I do Duo Wrath with someone new. So basically, I ended up what I did was I did cannon glitch. I took down 7 bombs. I took down 7 servitors. Then what I did next was I started like picking up bombs when 7 are down. And then once he did that, like I got it. And then he did his first duo, and he was so hyped, bro. What is wrong with this game, bro? Are you actually serious? But basically, yeah. After that, I pretty much just started picking up randos that I met. I'll do raid. I used to do raid. I used to do raidathons like all 4 in one day, and then whenever I find a good player, I just hit them up and ask them to do a duo wrath, and then they usually said yes, and then I taught them how to do it, and then once I taught them how to do it, we just did it. We do it like every day. Still, like I think I have like at least like 4 or 5 people we do wraths with quite consistently, and then if multiple of us are on, sometimes we do a trio. It's pretty fun, and then it's pretty. Once you learn how to do it, like it's not that bad do a wrath, in my opinion. You think the hardest part that most people struggle with is either Vostok Phase 2 or Axis Phase 1, and then Siege Engine is hard if you can't park glitch, but if you can park glitch, it's easy. But after I started doing that, bro, it was over, and I just kept going and going and going. So then one day I posted my Cheer Wrath on my YouTube channel, which is like my first like Destiny video or my second Destiny video, and that one was with Bugatti. It was like 35-minute Cheer Wrath, right? So then once I did that, it just launched me in the same freaking strike, bro. Hold on, bro. But basically, um, so I posted that, and then I'm gonna name drop because they're cool people, and they're probably watching this right now. So this guy named Dual Z or Duels is what they call. I call him Dual Z. Commented on my video asking, okay, can I get out of here, bro? Oh, okay, whatever. Basically, they commented on my video asking to do a cheer wrath, and then I think like I added them on PlayStation, and then like not too long after that, they ended up like we ended up doing it, and then like it was pretty fun and stuff, and it was like pretty cool, and like Dolzy was not disrespectful like he normally is. Like he wasn't shitting on me like he normally does whenever we're talking, but he fucking did like a 28-minute Trio Wrath, and it was like insane. And then after that, it was like remember he just hit me up sometimes, and then I knew he'd play. But then this is like really started picking up. Was I remember he hit me up, right, or I hit him up or something, and I joined the party. It was him, Briev, me, and Plague Doctor in the party at the time. And then I remember I was like, yo, we should run some Corda speeds. And it was like my first time ever running speeds. And like, bro, like we was so freaking fun, bro. That night was so fun, right? Like he just told us what to do. We didn't do sword dupe yet, but it was so fun, bro. I had so much fun in that shit. And then once I started doing that, like it opened up my eyes, like how much more fun the game can be, like how many more things you can do. So I ended up like, just learning from him. Like sometimes he just hit me up and like he just teach me things, like teach me different clips in certain places. And then I also started watching speedruns and attempting speedruns, like even myself. Like think I attempted like a solo Corda speedrun. It was pretty dog shit, but I started like attempting it. And then I think what really ignited me was one time me and my friend that I did my second duo Wrath with, I hit him up. I said, yo, we should do some Corda speeds, just you and me, and just see what we can do. And he had already been running with Dual Z for a minute too, so he already had like the mentality of like playing. So I think the first night I ever read Corda speeds by myself without Dual Z like being there, we got like the fastest time I had by myself without him was like 11 minutes. And then we got 11 minutes duo. Oh shit. You did 11 minutes duo, right? And then it was pretty fun. And I even posted it, and then people started like commenting about how much they liked it. And oh my god. Why is isn't he an arc? Isn't he arc, not void? Like come on. But basically ever since then, bro, I've been taking off, and like I met more people, bro, and they've been teaching me things, and I've been practicing, and I've been getting better and better every day. And like it's pretty fun to like get better. You know what I mean? So, oh my god. But yeah, pretty much that's like how it's been going, and then after that, since then, I've just been practicing, and I've been dying to the shanks like on repeat, and been running Wrath ever since, and then just learning more and more every day. And Bugatti teaches me stuff, and then Dual Z teaches me stuff, and Lisan hops on once in the blue moon to teach me something. But really, like the only thing that I'd say to people who are trying to like get into speeds, which I'm still trying to get into, I'm still learning, or even get into low mans, is first off like just ask for help. People will help you. Despite the reputation that speedrunners have, some speedrunners will actually take the time to show you things. And if there's somebody who knows more than you, ask them for help or ask them to teach you something. Like, and they'll teach you most of the time. They'll teach you something. Like people hate on Jace, but Jace taught me a lot of stuff, and Lee San taught me a lot of stuff. Dual Z taught me a lot of stuff. Other people taught me other things. And like it's really fun to like get better. But the way you get better is by having people teach you. And you have to, for you to be taught, you have to first one be like a likable person. Like you have to be a person that's likable, right? And also second, you have to be a person that is like humble enough to ask for help. Like if I was just like a prick who had a big ego and stuff, and like I just never asked for help, I would not be where I'm at. And like only reason why I'm at where I'm at is the people like Bugatti, Dual Z, Lisan and stuff who, and Jace who teach me things like who actually will like respond whenever I ask them for help, and they'll say yes. But also another thing is here's the thing about those people though, like they don't just help voluntarily. Like the reason why, for example, let's say Bugatti, he taught me like he taught me access damage. He taught me what else did he taught me? He taught me like decimation and Crota. Jace taught me colors and entrance for Wrath. Dual Z taught me Crota speeds pretty well. Like they don't do it without you asking them. Also, Dual Z taught me to clip in the rims and Vogue like for speedruns, right? So the way you learn and get better is by literally like asking them, yo, like if you're free, if they're free and you're free, like if I see Bugatti for example, if I see Bugatti just doing nothing like in the orbit, I'll message him. I'm like, yo, can you teach me this one thing that I want to learn? And like sometimes I'll say yes, sometimes I'll say no, but like, you don't learn it if you don't ask them. Or like even like fucking like Jace, like I remember one time I hit him up, I was like, yo, can you teach me colors and entrance for Wrath? And like he said yes, and like people are willing to teach you, bro. You just gotta be down for it. I mean, you gotta like, you know what I mean? So, and it's really all there is to it. And like even myself, like I'm willing to teach what I know. Like I mean, when it comes to like low mans, like I'm pretty much like set. But like when it comes to like stuff like when it comes to stuff like what's it called? Like speedruns, I'm not as knowledgeable on, or also like just general information about the raids, like just to run them regularly. I can run every raid regularly. I can do every role. I mean, I know almost every class's meta besides Hunter. I know Hunter is Tether and Celestial, but I don't know like the what to put on your subclass and stuff. Like it's a lot of stuff that people will teach you, bro. And I mean, I don't really know if I'm going anywhere with this video, like with my yapping, but I'm gonna have like to try something new, just have a talking video. So, let me know if you guys fuck with it, and peace.